Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Cuz You Don't Know Football. And as you see here, got my boy Mike, the voice of the streets, the voice of the people. You see, the motivation is in the building. Let's build, let's build. What's going on, Mike? Yo, welcome
Good
back, brother.
evening, world man. What's up, my brother? We in the building. How you doing? How you feeling, man?
Yo, man, I feel good, man. Listen, man, I just want you to know, man, you and your Mike 365 brain, I just want you to know it inspired me, bro. And one thing that I did recently, I went to an Eastern medicine doctor. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Shout
check
out
you out,
to
boy.
Lynn's sister. Yeah, I went to an Eastern medicine doctor, bro. It was quite the experience, man. I'm real happy. We're gonna talk more about that after this, and
Yeah, yes, for
we're
sure.
gonna get in there. We're gonna get active with that.
Let's do it.
So, but right now we here to talk football. You see what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you know it. Who? It's that time of the
We
season,
got some
boy.
stuff to go over. We got some stuff
Oh,
to go over. We got week
man.
10, week 11, and then I want your playoff predictions. You see, because
Yes.
I already gave my playoff predictions. Now I'm just curious. You know, let's hear what you got to say. so
Ooh.
so let's start off with the Bengals and the Ravens. So just to let you know, we was talking about
Ooh.
that. So the Bengals went up like 21-3. Then the Ravens came back.
21 to 3.
And then the Ravens
That
came back, and then they ended up, and then but the Bengals had a chance at the last second to they went for
yeah.
two, and they didn't get the
Mm-hmm.
2 point conversion. So
That's true. Yeah, man.
that's how that happened. Um, hold on, now my
That
phone.
was a crazy game right there. That was definitely a crazy game to watch.
That's a fact. All right, cool. So let's get into some stats. So Joe Burrow was 34 of 56, 428 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 0 picks. Um,
Four touchdowns, zero picks.
no
Whew.
picks, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Um, then Chase Brown, he had 42 yards rushing, but he had 1 touchdown on the ground. Then Jamar
Yeah.
Chase, he had 11 receptions, 264 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Ooh.
And then we had Tanner Hudson. He had the other touchdown, but he only had 42 yards receiving. And then Lamar, he is 25 of 33 for 290 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Derrick
Ooh.
Henry had 16 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown. Um, Tylan Wallace had his best game of the year with 3 receptions, 115 yards and a touchdown. Mark Andrews had 68 yards and a touchdown, and Rashad Bateman had 54 yards receiving and 1 touchdown. Oh, and Nelson Aguilar had 1 reception for 6 yards and a touchdown.
Okay.
So what happened, bro? Like, so what do you think? Like, all right. So my question is, are the Bengals done? And what do you think? What do you think about this game? And how good are the Ravens right now, man?
Look, man, let's get straight into it. So the Bengals, they're shot for the season, man. Look,
Mm.
great offense. Don't get me wrong. I feel like they know how to, connect, especially Joe Burrow and Chase, man. Them boys got chemistry.
Hmm.
He can look that man in his eyes and he can tell him, yo, brother, I need you. And he gonna come through for his brother. First
Absolutely.
play, you seen it. Yo, I
Absolutely.
never
Absolutely.
seen nothing like it. First play, literally coming back after Lamar just scored and Lamar done did his dance. What he did, Joe Burrow connected with Chase, boom, touchdown like that. I said,
Hmm.
damn, them
Hmm.
boys playing football.
Hmm.
That
Hmm.
some of yeah, man,
This was a
them
game.
boys playing football. That was a game to
This
watch. It
was a
was the game
game.
of the year for sure. One thing about Joe Burrow that I can honestly say, that boy know how to put a game. He know how to do it. If you even go back to him in college when what school was it? What school? It was Georgia. What school had the cannon the cannon gun? And then you don't remember when they shot his jersey, Nate? When they shot his jersey. I don't know if you ever seen it.
I didn't see this.
They put his jersey on a bet on the barrel thing, the gun barrel, and they shot through it.
I
Right?
didn't see this.
Joe
This
Burrow.
sounded like something happened in Mississippi, Alabama, or something.
I
Something like
think it
that.
was. It was one of the teams that shoot the gun in the air, man. But long story short, they shot his jersey, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was all on TV. Yo, when Joe Burrow played them, he destroyed them. I'm talking about
Mm-hmm.
put up
As he
40
should. You
points.
shot through my jersey. Like it's up. It's up.
Yo, when I learned, when I seen that, I said, "Oh, that boy a killer, man. That boy know how to play football. You can't say cause you don't know football, cause he know
Oh,
football.
he's cold. He's
He
cold. So
cold. He cold.
literally for me, I definitely feel as though the Ravens are a AFC threat. I'll give them that. I say
Yes,
they're AFC threat. But this is just a sign of exactly what you're alluding to is exactly what I feel about Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Like the Bengals have failed Joe Burrow. Um,
yes. They just
and
need better coaching, coaching
and
staff
and
right
some
now.
things that I say, people may think that I sound like it sounds crazy. So, like for instance, me, I would much rather have a great offensive line than have great receivers. Uh,
Yes,
so the fact of the matter is, you like I understand Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, you know what I mean. All of these pieces, they're phenomenal. They're phenomenal players. They should have made sure Joe Burrow was protected, and that would have helped him a lot more.
exactly.
He's cold, man. Joe
He's
Burrow is
cold,
cold.
yo. He's a
Cold.
really good player, I'll be honest. And he's in a tough situation where it's like I can't say it's him, because he do what he gotta do at any given time. But you need your support, family is everything. When you're on that field, it's all sweat, blood, and tears, you feel
Mm-hmm.
me?
Mm-hmm.
And his brothers, they not coming through for him, and them coaches they supposed to be the parents, y'all the parents of this. Y'all supposed to make sure y'all feeding y'all kids, y'all giving them all the nutrients and protein
I
they
still don't know if
need.
their head coach is even a good coach. I mean, Zach
He's
Taylor.
not
I
a
don't know.
good
I still don't
coach.
know if he's a good head coach.
Man, I just felt like with the budget he had, he could have did more with it prior to the season. This is a team right here that made it very far, within the last couple of years. They've been doing their thing. So how could they fall off like that? How could you guys not put, a good budget together and get the right players there? Because everybody else, man,
Mm-hmm.
that was doing bad last season, what they doing? They eating.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
My Bengals
Mm-hmm.
not eating. So something ain't going on right over there, but man, I ain't gonna dive my nose into that, but they need to get it right for the next season. But this season, man, they're done. They're definitely done. You got a couple more games of the season, so we don't know. They probably could pick up, but I don't see them making to the playoffs. I don't see the Bengals making it to the playoffs. They got to get it right. They need a mental wellness check. Next.
Say less.
Oh,
Next.
now, but I do wanna now as far as the Ravens, we can touch back on the Ravens. But for the Ravens, man. Oh boy, I definitely see Ravens going into the playoffs. I see the Ravens going far, man. The Ravens are finally clicking and stuff. They got it going on. Only thing that I say is, as far as their defense, man, they're not looking like Ray Lou and them back in the day. Ravens always been known hard of the defense. Back then, yeah, you had Joe Flacco and all that. Joe Flacco, everybody know he could throw the. He was the farthest throwing quarterback in the NFL a
Yeah,
couple years
Jersey
ago.
Joe.
Yeah, Jersey Joe. Everybody know he went out on his back, but he not there no more. Now you got Lamar. I feel Lamar is even better. He may not have the arm like Flacco, that could move and throw it, but he's a playmaker.
Lamar's far better than Joe Flacco.
Yeah, yeah. Lamar is far better. You know
Yeah.
that.
But
The only thing.
let's actually we got a couple games that we got to get through, so we
Oh
do
yeah, yeah, yeah. Next, let's go.
we do got to get to the next game. Uh, so next game, 49ers, they beat the Bucks 23-20. Uh, Baker Mayfield was 18 and 29, 116 yards, one touchdown, no picks.
Hmm.
Bucky Irvin led them in rushing with 13 carries for 73 yards, one touchdown. And they really not too much on in terms of receiving game. Rashad White led them in receiving with 6 receptions for 39 yards and a touchdown. That was their
What?
leading receiver. That was their leading receiver. Brock
Why we
Purdy
paying you
was
then?
Brock, brother. I don't.
Man, give me your position. I need it. I'm hungry, coach. Put me in. Put me in.
You
Hurry
make
up,
a
man.
phone call, Mike.
Yo,
You
let me
should
make
be
a
out
phone
there,
call.
yo.
Man,
Um,
let me call that GM.
Brock Purdy, he was 25 of 36 for 353 yards, two touchdowns, no picks. Christian
Man.
McCaffrey came back. He had 13 carries for 39 yards. There was no rushing
Mhm.
Juwan Jennings had 7 receptions for 93 yards, no touchdowns. But Ricky Pearsall, he had four receptions for 73 yards and one touchdown, and George Kittle had 57 yards and one touchdown. I want to say this. So let me just say this real quick. So I to believe it or not, I don't like how the 49ers look right now. I don't like what's going on there. I don't like the vibe that I'm getting there. And for me, everything that I always said about like Brock Purdy, I think Brock Purdy is good. I think the conversation of is he a
Yeah, he
good
is.
quarterback is he is. But as he's lost some pieces and people got to figure it out, like I think they'll be just fine. But I think this is what it's going to look like if you pay Brock Purdy top of the league money at the end of this.
Yes.
Um, and I think it's going to happen. So I think this might be the 49ers' last chance to get that Super Bowl because I think next year it's going to be a very different team. And I will say this, and I want to give Baker Mayfield some props. To me, this is the best year that I think for me watching Baker Mayfield that he's had. I've been
No, for
very
sure.
critical of him. I didn't like him in Cleveland. Matter of fact, I watched them get better as he threw the ball less and handed the ball off more. Not checked it down,
Yes.
just hand the ball off, Baker. You see what I'm saying? So that happened. This is a revelation watching Baker Mayfield this year. So I want to give him props. Shout out Baker. Uh, but yeah, it's just hard for me to see what's going to happen with the Bucks, and if they don't win their division, which I don't think they will, I think they might. I think they might be done. Even at four
Yeah.
and six, I think they might be done now.
Now I'm definitely agreeing with you on that. And as far as the Bucks, I love the way they started off. Like, the Bucks, they messed up the spread a lot, man.
Hmm.
Yo, this season is a lot of games. They had a lot of tough challenges this year, and a lot of people thought they were going, get blown out, and they overcame the odds.
Hmm.
So they had a really good start, but then I don't know what happened, man. Them Bucks just started moving like the Bucks. And they wasn't clicking. So I don't know what happened. I feel like ever since Mike Evans got hurt that first time,
Hmm.
it just, man, they started dying down a little bit. And I don't know if he's talking in the locker room, he's the heart of the team, and then the momentum went down when he got hurt. But man, they gotta get it together. I don't see them going into the playoffs. You're right. I absolutely agree with you. I seen them start off really good, but now it's like, it's getting a little shaky, and this is the wrong time to get shaky, especially when you're trying to fight for a spot in the playoffs. So, Bucks, I definitely see them getting better next year. Baker Mayfield, he's getting more comfortable now. Man, he's doing his thing, but this is not the year for them. It's not. So I definitely agree with you on that, my brother.
Say no more. What? Very well put, brother. Very well put. So we're gonna move on to the next game.
Last part, because I
Go ahead.
can't
Go ahead.
forget, you mentioned Christian McCaffrey had 39 yards. Now, that's not him. But I guarantee you
First
he'll
game
cook
back.
up. His first game back. Next game he gonna cook up. Cause
I,
that's
I,
a
I'm
boy.
not tripping
He's
on
in the
that.
top of the year. I'm not tripping on him. We gonna see what he do. But like you said, this is the year where they gotta get it. It's go hard or go home, man. So if they don't make it far this year, ain't nothing to talk about because ain't no excuses. I don't want to see Debo Samuel crying with two coins. I don't want to
Debo been
see
on
that.
some shit. He been on some shit.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know.
has. So he better keep that same energy when it's playoff times. He better not fumble like Odell back in the days. You feel me with Odell? At least Odell got his ring now.
Odell.
But you remember that time when Odell he made it far. I think that's when he was with the Giants. And they first remember the first time he made it to the playoffs and Odell was choking. Debo, you
Yeah,
been here
because
before
they went
now.
on a boat. They went on a boat before.
Yeah, you
I
remember
remember
that?
that. I
Yeah.
remember that. I remember
Come
that.
on,
All right, all right.
man.
I hear you. I hear you. All right, let's go to the next game. I want to talk. I want to get into this Broncos Chiefs game. Now
Oh.
it was the Chiefs won in Arrowhead 16-14 against the Denver Broncos.
Mhm.
Bo Nix, he was 22 of 30 for 215 yards, two touchdowns, no picks. Not really much on the ground, but they were let in rushing by Aldrich Estime. I'm probably saying that wrong,
Mhm.
but I think it's Estime. He had 14 carries for 53 yards, but no touchdowns on the ground. Cortland Sutton
No
had
touchdown.
70 yards receiving and a touchdown. And Devon Vele, I don't know if that's Veal or Vele. I'm guessing it's Vele. He had 39 yards receiving and a touchdown. The Chiefs, 28 to 20. Pat was 28 of 42 for 266 yards, one touchdown, no picks. Kareem Hunt, they had literally nothing on the ground. Kareem Hunt led them with 35 yards rushing.
What?
Now, ironically, he did lead them in receiving with 65 yards, seven receptions for 65 yards. Travis Kelsey had 64 yards and a touchdown, and that's pretty much it. Now, let me just tell you all about this game. Let me tell you all about the game. So, the Broncos was up 14-3. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So
They
just to let
were.
you know. So it was up 14-3. Then the Chiefs came back and they scored, and it was that was a Travis Kelsey touchdown, and it was 14-10. Then
Mm-hmm.
then it was basically the Broncos couldn't really do nothing else on offense. So the defense was keeping them in the game. So then they held the Chiefs to another field goal, and then so it was 14 to 13.
10. Or
No,
14,
I said
13,
10.
right?
So it was 14-13.
Yeah.
Then the Chiefs, it would about like 3 minutes, they kicked another field goal, so they went up 16-14.
Yep.
And the Broncos went down the field. And I thought, like, I'm looking at this field goal. They get in field goal range with like 2 seconds left. And I'm looking at this field goal and I'm saying to myself, I said, oh, this is how the Chiefs lose their first game. No problem. I mean, we just moving on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta lose to somebody, you know? So
Exactly.
this is how they lose their first game. And then they blocked the field goal. And that's how they won this game. And I'm like, yo, you cannot stop them. I like, what do you do? What do you do with the Chiefs, man? But
Yo, man.
I will say this, and then I'm gonna just get this to you. At 5-5 right now, the Broncos would be the 7th seed. I think they've definitely overachieved. Like, there's a team that's old, like that we slept on. I think everybody kind of slept on the Broncos, and
Everyone stuff on the
they are
Broncos.
a tough out, man. I don't know, like they are a tough out, man. You gotta give the Broncos some props. Even in this loss, you gotta give them props for who they are, man. But the Chiefs, man,
Exactly. 100%. So look, to dive right into that, man, Broncos and the Chiefs, man, this was a great game. I love the way the Broncos played. It's just hard winning in Kansas. That's a game for the ages right there, man. It's gonna take a team a long time to beat Kansas and Kansas, man. They
mm,
defend their turf as they should. Go back to the Cowboys. I'm a big Cowboys fan. At one point, my
you
Cowboys.
ain't gotta say that out
Uh-huh.
loud to people. You know, you ain't got to say that.
Even though they got me a little upset right now, but they were one team too. They defended their turf. They used to be, 16-1 when it came to home games. Now forget about it. But going back into Kansas, they're trying to go undefeated, next game. I will say against Josh Allen, man, that's gonna be a big one, man, because if it's anybody that could, stop him from going undefeated, Josh Allen.
You
I
sure?
bet
You sure? You
I ain't gonna lie. Buffalo, they doing their thing, man. I can't knock Buffalo.
I
Josh
don't
Allen
deny
gonna
it,
he
but
gonna
you
try to come
sure?
out there and win that, man. It's a big win for him, and it's a great one. For real. I can see it. I can see him trying to disrespect them, man. I hope they hold it down because that's all I'm gonna say. If the Broncos could do that and hold that game tight, there's no telling what Allen could do. You can't sleep on Allen. Allen is
No.
a playmaker. That's a
Oh,
quarterback
Josh
that know how
Allen
to
is my
run the.
MVP of the league this year.
Yeah,
And I've been saying that since August. So every year, I have something that everybody is like, "Nah, you bugging out. Like, that's not gonna happen." Last year, I said Detroit Lions was going to the NFC Championship game in
yeah,
August, and I
he
said
did.
that Josh Allen, after losing all them pieces, is gonna come back and be the MVP of the league this year.
Exactly. He's gonna do his thing, and I definitely see Josh Allen. That's gonna be a really good game to watch. Buffalo and the Chiefs. Now going back to the Broncos, man. I give a lot of respect to the Broncos. I tip my hat. I tip my hat for sure. I knew the Broncos had a good coaching organization when it was something in the media where they mentioned about Russell Wilson at the time when he was there
I
doing
ain't gonna
one of
lie to you,
the
he could have did better by Russell though. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah,
I do feel
nah,
like
nah, he could,
I
but
feel like the
Russell
only
was getting a
blemish that
little
I got for
bougie,
Sean
man.
Payton is that he did Russell Wilson like bad. Like, he kind of like he ain't have to do him like that.
No, but I mean, I'll be honest though. I never heard no quarterback. They want their own trainer. They want their own thing. He said, "You're gonna take what we give you. You're not gonna do your own thing and have your own office." when he said that, I said, "Oh, that coach stand on business. He
Mm-hmm.
stand on business." So when I learned that, I said, "Wow, it's a different type of discipline coming out of that organization." So it's the little things that matters. Him doing that to Russell, even though Russell, look what Russell doing now. He's shitting on a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
but right there is just him doing that little tweak. Look how it turned out for this upcoming season, because that was the season before. Now this is the season now. A lot changed. Even though Russell he eating, they doing their thing too. So it turned out good for them
Yeah, 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 for sure, for sure. Yeah, I mean, and I'm very excited to see both of these teams going down
for
the
sure.
stretch. So, moving on to the game of the week for me. Now, this was the game of the week for me. The Steelers beat the Commanders 28-27.
Yo,
Now,
forget about it.
Jaden Daniels, he was 17 of 34 for 202 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Um, Austin Eckler, he had 44 yards rushing, but he did have two rushing touchdowns.
Yeah,
And
he
then
did.
Jeremy Nicholas, Nicholas, fair enough. He had 7 yards rushing, but a touchdown. And then Scary Terry had 5 receptions, 113 yards, no touchdowns, but he was in there. And then on the Steelers, Russell Wilson, he had 14. He was 14 of 28 for 195 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 pick. Jaron Jalen Warren, excuse me, Jalen Warren, he had 66 yards rushing, but Najee Harris, he had 53 yards rushing and a touchdown, and George Pickens had 5 receptions for 91 yards and a touchdown, and Mike Williams had in his debut with the Steelers, um, one reception, 32 yards, and that was a touchdown, and Pat Fryermuth, he had a touchdown. Um, yeah, how good are both of these teams? You know what I mean? Like how good are they? Like what are we looking at when we look at both of these teams?
I mean, look, I'll be honest. Don't call me a bandwagon, but the Steelers, I seen a lot of potential in them this year. I
They
definitely
got the
do.
offense right. The
Yeah,
Steelers
right now,
for a long time couldn't get the offense right, and they got the offense right. Go ahead.
right now, man, the Steelers are clicking like Hope and Kanye. Biggs, brother. What's Biggs, brother? You know?
Used to be Jay and Biggs, brother.
Who was hip hop brother? They
Uh-huh.
clicking right now, and as we can see, Russ is the home, and the backup is the Yay, and they've been working really good, man. It looked like the holy grail over there right now, and I love it. I definitely love it for them. I'll be honest, I didn't think Russell was going to, come in and show out like that. One thing about him, he's a family man first. He put God first. He do everything. But
Mhm.
it's like when you do all that at once, everything else starts clicking for you. And I'm definitely proud of him. He is leading the example, the true example as a black man in America, just as a father, as a player, as a mentor, man, he's the best of both
Definitely an
worlds right
example.
now.
Absolutely. Shout out to
I
Russ.
shout out to Russ.
That's
I
why I
tip
said
my
the
hat
one
to him.
thing that Sean Payton did wrong in his career for me was how he did Russ. He didn't have to do
Ex-
Russ like that.
exactly. 100%. He definitely didn't have to do him like
But he
that,
did.
man.
He did win his own masseuse and shit
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. He was bugged out. I was like, yo, this is Russ talking like that. I never knew Russ was getting down like that. But hey, I see why. I see what works for him, work out, so keep on doing it, brother.
that. Hmm.
But shout out to them. I definitely see the Steelers, doing their thing this season. Definitely going to the playoffs. Watch the Commanders, definitely going to the playoffs. Man, watch the Commanders. Let's go back to a couple videos before. I said it earlier in the season, before the season started. I said, watch Jaden Daniels. I
We
said
got
he's
we
gonna
got a
be a
clip of that
problem.
on
And
here
yo,
on the show. It's
we
it's,
got a
it's on
clip of
record.
that. We
We
talked
talked about
about it.
this in August.
Man, tag
Aiden
that man because I spoke
Daniels
highly of him. I should be his agent, not his mama. But hey,
be in charge of. I'm being in charge of the PR because we definitely put him on.
yo,
Okay, this
man,
was
we
no
definitely put him
surprise.
on.
This was no
Yo,
surprise to either one of us how he's playing. But it definitely has been a pleasure watching Jay Daniels play.
Yo,
And
he's a great
we
player,
said if the
phenomenal.
Eagles and the Cowboys lose more games than than what they at the beginning of the season, what was predicted of them, both of them were predicted to win like 11, 12 games. That the
Exactly.
Commanders absolutely could win the division, and Jay Daniels could have like that RG3 kind of rookie year, just like it is.
Yo, for real,
Now, I
man, for
will say
sure.
this though. I think we're going to start to see the Commanders cool off a little bit. I still think they're going to make the playoffs. I still think that's
Yeah, for sure.
but I do think they're going to drop a couple more games. You know what I mean?
This
Like
the
Jay Daniels
previous
started
game
off,
just woke them
and
up.
it's going to shock some people, but I'm like, all right, what goes up must come down a little bit. Jay Daniels at
Exactly.
one point the season was throwing for 82% percentage. You know what I mean? Passing.
Yes.
He was 82% completion percentage. That's what I was trying to say.
Wow.
And so I just want to see them. But yes, the Steelers. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I like the
Oh,
Steelers in the playoffs more than I like the.
ah, yo.
I think I like the Steelers
Ooh.
more than I like the Ravens.
Of
Um,
course. I like the Steelers too more than I like the Ravens. I definitely agree with you on that one. Because my thing is this, Derrick Henry, he got to show out every game. Right now, Najee, he's showing. Now, Najee doing his
but
thing.
like, all right. So the Steelers always have a way of getting another wide receiver or two in the fold, and you not know who they are. They not really be a name. Um, if that's the case, then nobody in like George Pickens and Najee don't have to show up, or Russell don't have to show up, but at different times they all show up.
Yes.
This defense is a little too good. This defense
Yo,
is a little too good for you don't
Steelers
know
right
what to take
now.
away.
You don't. And right now, they doing it on both sides of the ball. Not only is the offense clicking, but the defense is clicking too. And I'm telling you right now, with the Ravens, their biggest heartbreak is going to be their defense. They're gonna go to the playoffs for sure. But if they do not start getting it right with that defensive coordinator, if he don't start getting it right, it's not gonna look too good for them because they could put up as much points as you want. But it do not matter when you letting other team put up a lot of points too. They allow too many points in the NFL, and this I never seen nothing like it. Especially the first play is no way in hell the first play. You know, after just scoring a possession, your defense allow an easy touchdown like that. It don't go down like that, man. Y'all got to start clicking. So that's gonna be a heartbreak if they do not, make it really far. And far as the Steelers, you ain't gotta worry about that, man. You got some good motivators in there. You got a good coaching staff right now. You got a black head coach at that right now. He playing father figure, man.
Mike's
Yeah,
never had a
he.
losing record. Never had a losing record. Not one
I
time.
come on. I see them going really far. Don't quote me on this, but they definitely could
Oh,
go.
let me say it. The Steelers are the biggest threat to the Chiefs.
Stay
If
loud.
that offense is like that, the Steelers are the biggest threat to the Chiefs.
Man, Steelers got to show 'em what you're working with. They got to telling you,
Don't hurt him,
Steelers,
Mike. Mike,
man.
don't hurt him.
Can't hurt them, man.
Don't hurt him.
Yo,
All right,
Steelers,
all right, all right, all
man.
right. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So let's finish off this week with the Lions. They
Okay.
went into Houston and they won 26-23.
Woo.
Um, so I'm gonna tell you the stats, and I'm gonna tell you what happened. CJ Stroud, he was 19 to 33, 232 yards, one touchdown, two picks. Joe Mixon, he had 46 yards rushing, but he had one rushing touchdown. And Don Mechie, he had 74 yards receiving, or he led him with 74 yards receiving and a touchdown. And with the
Okay.
Lions, all right, we got 10 minutes left in this segment. Jared Goff was 15 to 30 for 240 yards, two touchdowns, and five picks. Jameer Gibbs, he had 19 carries for 71 yards. And then David Montgomery, he had 32 yards rushing, but he had the touchdown. And Sam
Okay.
Laporta had 66 yards receiving, and he had a touchdown. And then Amaron, he had 60 yards receiving, and he had a touchdown.
And those are the key
Tell you something.
players.
Let me tell you something. First of all, Houston was up 23-7. 23
Hello.
to 7. Let me tell you something. And all five of them picks came when they was in that 23 that first 23 points.
What's going
Right
on?
on cue. I can't exactly remember exactly what he said, but the Lions head coach, he was talking about we just got to do it one play at a time. We just got to stay scrappy, and we gotta just force turnovers. And then they forced a turnover. And listen, it wasn't nothing pretty about this, but man, the Detroit Lions are tough out, man. They are now 8-1. Um, I mean, if you win a game against now, granted, for a lot of people, the Texans are a threat to the Chiefs in the AFC. They're a Super Bowl contender. To beat a Super Bowl contender and you threw five picks, the team just said we are together and it don't matter. So
Hello.
this is the most for me the most impressive win for the Detroit Lions. But for the Houston Texans, man, you can't let somebody throw five picks and beat you, man. That's an awful loss. That's
Five picks
awful.
and beat you. Man, I just feel like CJ not locked in. I'll be honest.
And I
To
see
be
you with
honest
your
with
with,
you.
your with your Detroit Lions blue on right now too. Okay, I don't know if you. I think you did that on
Yeah.
purpose. Okay, I think you trying to tell us you love the Cowboys. You see what I'm
Woo!
saying?
Look, man, I'm not gonna lie, Lions, I give it to them, man. Lions, I tip my hat to them too. They doing their thing. As far as Houston, man, I just feel like Houston is not the best place for CJ. Right now, CJ, he's getting distracted out there. You know how it is out there. That's party central, man. And
He does
especially
have them strip clubs.
yup, they got them all out there, man. And I know he's spending money. Yeah, he could be a golly man, but he a golly man with a full lot of pockets, man. He
With a
live
lot of
in
money in his pocket.
whole lot of money in his pocket. He's spending that money, and I just feel like that's a distraction, especially going back to a couple months ago. I remember he got caught up with I think it was Amber Rose or Megan Thee Stallion driving them home. I was like,
Oh no,
man,
not making the style. You see,
yeah,
she
I
is
think it was
some
Amber.
controversy. We're gonna have to leave that
Yeah,
one alone.
It was somebody, he said he took them home, So when
He
I was
better not
like,
take. You
what?
see, Megan making. Never
Yeah,
mind. I'm not going. I'm not even going there. I'm not even going
boy.
there.
Yeah, but
All
man,
right,
I
go ahead. Tell me
definitely
about
think
this game now.
I definitely feel like he got distracted, and I just feel like Houston, they not locked in right now. They slacking. Ever since they lost that game, was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
Hmm.
I've been seeing a downfall in them, man. I feel like they could pick it back up, but they just gotta start clicking. And is this kid still hurt too? Diggs still not in, right? Or is he
Diggs is
back?
out for the year.
Yeah, oh yeah, Diggs is out
Diggs
for
is
the
out for the year,
year.
but
So
Nico Collins will be back. But Diggs is out for the year.
yeah, so I don't see them going far. I definitely don't. They're gonna lose a couple more games, but we'll see. I don't want to be quick to judge because he definitely does put God first. So let's see what CJ do to do when it's time to do it.
Listen, they swept my Colts, so don't. I got nothing to
Yeah,
say.
look, I can't put
I
I
can't
can't
say
put them
nothing
down
bad about that.
because they just need a
Listen,
little
Texans fans
tweak.
is
That's
waiting for
it.
me to mouth off. Like, but you see what they did? All right. I saw what y'all did to my Colts. I saw this. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I know, man. You know me, I really gotta lay low. Everybody talking about the Cowboy. I don't even want to mention them.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, I'm no longer speaking about the Dallas Cowboys on this on this platform for the rest of the year. And it's not because I just want to be authentic and real, and I just want to talk about teams that are going to be in the playoffs, that are doing things, that are overachieving.
No, for sure.
At a certain point, there always comes a point. I say that right around when the season start. There's a point in the year. If your team suck, we're gonna stop talking about them. You know what I mean? They're not gonna be here. This isn't first take where they need the Cowboys to be relevant. So even if they suck, they're still talking about them. Respect.
Exactly.
I'm just not that person. So I just like
No,
to be
don't be that person. Yeah, you can't be like Mike that still talk about the Cowboys, man.
but you love
Yeah.
him though. You love him though. Like you know what I'm
I
saying?
am.
I've used that analogy for
Look,
before.
look. I
You love him.
did. I
You don't
did.
see the it. You know what I mean? Like this caught you. Like I listen. I've been telling people like I was like, oh no, and I want to say the second week I was like, oh, the Cowboys aren't making the playoffs this year. I was sure of it.
No, you
I,
did.
I
You
was I
did.
was on the fence, and at the beginning of the year, I said they're on my list of teams. I had one that I was wrong about, and I had one that I was right about. Um, I said on the list of teams that I was like they might miss the playoffs. I had the Cowboys and I had the Ravens. Right on the Cowboys, and I was wrong about the Ravens. Um, but yeah, I kind of saw this coming.
Yeah, man. Look, you predicted it. You definitely you seen the future. You know, you knew what it was here for.
I try
I
to be
give
a
you that
future
one.
seer. You see what I'm saying? I try to
Oh,
get my crystal ball. Hold on, my crystal ball.
because the war. Look, if it's
My
anything
crystal ball.
A Leo know how to see the future. Come on.
Come on, yeah, we the king of
Yeah,
the jungle. First of all,
you
okay.
know it. King of the jungle.
Listen, we see the forest through the trees. There you go. Now there you go. Okay, don't get me started. Okay, don't get us started.
Come
Okay,
on, turn that man
we
up,
see the
man.
forest through the trees. We got to.
Wait, one more time. Hold on.
We see the forest through the trees.
Turn him up. Yes, sir.
I
That's
try
a
to tell you.
fact.
See, I try not to put it on them like that, Mike. Okay,
But you gotta put him on him like that. You gotta
I
let him
try not to
know.
put it on them like that. You see what I'm saying? But you here, so I gotta bring. I gotta bring out the
Yes,
big guns. You
sir.
know what I'm
You
saying?
already know it. You already know, Reed. You already know, man.
All right. Well, this is a good place to stop this, and let's take five, and we will catch up on a new segment in five.
Let's do it. We here.
Do it. I'm ready for you, Mike. See, I told you, I'm ready
Hey,
for you.
yeah, you throwing
Ready
them
for you.
punches today, man. I already know. I already know.
I'm ready for you.
Let's do it.
All right, bet.
Bet.
Can I stop it? How I stop? Okay, there we go. Oh, I messed it up. Oh well, it'll get edited out. My assistant will edit this out anyway. It don't matter.
Yeah, man. They gonna do what they gotta do.
It's gonna
That's
happen.
why we pay them.
See what I'm saying? The big bucks. The big bucks.
Big bucks,
The
man.
big bucks.
Big bucks for less time. You know
You
it.
funny stupid. Because I'm very curious about your playoff prediction, but I want to see who you got in week 11. So let's just get through these week 11 picks real quick, real quick, real quick.
Ooh,
All right. So week 11, we got Eagles and we got Commanders. Who you got?
ooh, that's gonna be a tough one. I actually got my notes right there for that one, man. So week 11, we got Eagles and we got Commanders, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a great game to watch, man. We got the Rook going off. I love his playing style. Jane Daniels, he do his thing. I believe they definitely gonna make it to the playoffs. The Eagles defense they got a home advantage, right? The Eagles is at home, right? Yeah, but if the Eagles at home, man, Saquon
Yes,
just gotta
it's in
step
Philly.
do what
It's
he
in
gotta
Philly.
do.
It's in Philly.
Oh yeah, so they're gonna get the Philly love. You know how they play in Philly. But Saquon just gotta stay healthy. If he stay healthy and he do his thing, I definitely see the Eagles. They probably can secure that. Only thing about it, they only going to secure that. I'm only giving them an advantage because they're home. Now, if it was opposed to them being out there in Washington, is a different story. But being at their home, man, their defense is not too bad. Offense starting to click now. Saquon, he got a couple good moves. We're gonna see what they do. So, best of luck to them. That's gonna be a good game to watch. I don't want to predict it so early, but if I did have to choose, I'm going Eagles because I know my boy Hurts, he a cute dog, and if I know a dog, he a dog, so he gonna step up when you need it.
I got you. Hold on, I had a call coming in as see you see money's always coming in. You see, so
Oh yeah, I can't lose. Come on, man. I heard that early, little OC. Money keep coming in. I can't lose.
all right, cool, we back. As I
So,
said, I expected a little cool down from the Commanders. This is real easy for me. I'm picking the Eagles. Um,
so look, great minds thinking like you see. I said the Eagles too.
you're gonna hear me talk a little bit about the Eagles in a very short period of time. Um, But yeah, I'm picking the Eagles. I think the
I
Commanders.
like the Eagles too. I go with you with that one. Eagles
Hmm
for sure.
hmm So so then we're gonna go Ravens Steelers. Ooh.
Ooh, child, well, things are gonna get
Say
easier.
talk that shit, Mike.
Ooh,
Yeah,
child, things
things
are
that
get
get brighter.
brighter. Look, man, some make it, some don't, man. I'm going Steelers off the bat, boy. Whew. I gotta give it to the
Mm.
Steelers, man. I don't know. I really think the Steelers, yeah, man. They got a good organization. Like I said, they got a good team right now. They moving the football. They playing hard nosed football, and that's what I like to see. Them boys, they showing out, man. So I definitely, I'm going with the Steelers this year. I've been rooting for the Steelers this whole season. Now I'm in the Commanders, man. I'm going for the Steelers. Definitely going for the Steelers.
Okay. Well,
And you said
they still
Steelers
got
and
to
the
play
Chiefs,
twice,
right?
huh?
You said Steelers and the Chiefs, right?
No,
Who the
Steelers and
Steelers playing?
Ravens.
Oh, Steelers and the Ravens. Yeah, I'm still going Steelers. Still going
Oh, you
Steelers.
just picking
Cause
Steelers
I
over
feel
everybody,
like they
huh?
can actually.
You're just Steelers
Yeah,
over
I got
everybody,
to.
huh?
Yeah, because I know for sure they're gonna come up with a game plan to try to stop Henry. I know for sure they're gonna come up with a game plan to try to contain Lamar. Come on, they're not stupid. They know Lamar is shifty, and they're gonna have a linebacker watching Lamar. And every time Lamar go out, they're gonna have a DN that's going to clam it. I'm telling you, they're gonna play real strategical football. Let's say it like that. They're gonna do what they gotta do to win the game. I know it's gonna be a good game, so I don't see them putting up a. Well, then again, I ain't gonna lie. I see the Steelers putting up a lot of points. I don't really see the Ravens putting up a lot of points. They're gonna have to really run that rock because they got things on clam. I definitely say the Steelers do. So we going with the Steelers on that one.
Okay. So I'm gonna pick the Ravens on this one.
All
And the
right, go
reason
ahead.
the reason for it is first of all they still got to play each other twice. And I don't think either one of them was going to sweep the other one. So I definitely feel as though there's going to be a split
Yeah, split
in
game.
there. Um but you know what I mean, I can't agree. I gotta, this is a debate show, so I can't disagree with you on everything. You see,
Yeah,
I
man,
agree
we
with
gonna
you
go.
on so much stuff. I'm like, damn, I gotta pick something I don't agree with this motherfucker on.
I be like that sometimes, man.
So
Dude,
I'm gonna pick the Ravens here, and
okay.
that's what I'm
And that's
rooting.
not a bad choice. Opposed to you picking anybody else, that's not a bad choice.
Right. I'm not just
I
going.
want to
I
choose the
don't think they
Ravens too.
clickbait. They could. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be crazy either way. But you know what I mean?
No, you're right. You're right. It's a good one.
All right. So next we got Seahawks and 49ers. So
I'll be honest, man.
if I'm not mistaken, this is the second game that
Yeah,
they
second
played,
game.
and the I think the Niners won the first one.
Yeah, Niners did. They did. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me. I think 49ers
Yep,
did
they
win
won
that.
36-24 on
Oh,
October
yep. So
1st.
they did win. That was a good game, though. I remember watching that game. I actually thought the Seahawks were gonna come back and win that one because Gino he threw for what 300 something yards, I believe. It was a good game for Gino, but they just couldn't connect towards the end. That's the game that Gino was coming back on. But yes, I remember that game.
Yep, but
Uh, you know,
it's in San Fran.
yeah. Well, I'll be honest. I'm gonna go with San Fran. I will say I personally slept on the Seahawks this year. I didn't think Seahawks would do somewhat all right. I actually thought they would do worse. And, they definitely overcame the odds. They did okay. They're doing okay so far.
Hmm
But it still doesn't justify, what I know the 49ers could bring to the table. And now with Christian McCarthy back and all that,
McCaffrey's
they don't
back.
have to
McCaffrey's
change.
back.
Yeah,
Um,
McCaffrey's back. I'm going with the 49ers.
you know what? I'm gonna go with the Seahawks here too. So once again, I think it's very hard
Oh,
to sweep a team in division. And I just don't like what I'm seeing from the 49ers right now. They should
oh, for real?
the it looks like for a period of time that the Bucks was going to beat them this week, and the Bucks got their top two wide receivers out with a
Yes,
quarterback who I'm saying admitting had the best year of his career this year, but for the rest of his career really wasn't that good to me. So,
yes.
I don't like what I'm seeing from them, and I don't know why they're not just dominating teams. I mean, I have my theories, but I don't know why they're just not dominating teams. But for right now, I'm thinking they're not dominating. They're not playing like they're supposed to play. This is in division rivalry. I mean, even an ass team in a division can beat a really good team in a division. So,
No, for sure. Right
so
about that.
that's what I'm going with.
Definitely right about that. All right. So look, you going with the Hawks? I'm going with the Niners, man. Let's see.
So we agreed on one, and now we two. We ain't.
Nah, man. Come on. You got me feeling 0-2 right now. I'm supposed to be 2-0. Yeah, we supposed to stick together.
You might be 3-0, and I might be 1-2. You never know. All right. So then we got Falcons and Broncos. Both teams coming off a loss.
Broncos.
Why so quick?
Sorry, man. I'll be honest. I don't really
Why
like
so
the
quick though?
Falcons
But
too
you said it
much.
real quick. Like you
Uh,
said it like it was easy.
I mean, it is easy to me. If you could do a good game like that with defending champions, consecutive champions, and you could put a game like that, where it's so close in range, man, come on. They cooking up right now. They got something in the end of them that want to burst. And, I'm definitely going with the Broncos. I feel like Broncos are going to click. They just took that L. Coach is in the locker room telling like, yo, man, we almost beat the Chiefs, god damn it.
Hmm.
Man, I remember. I don't want to go back down memory lane, but I remember when I was in high school, me and my team we played Erasmus Hall. They were the defending champions, man, and we put up 25 points on them. It was 27-25, man. And look, the game was so good. The newspaper they had it reported. They like, wow, the future high school almost beat Erasmus Hall, defending champions. So I go back down memory lane and I see that and I say, hey, if the Broncos could put up, a good game like that with defending champions, there's no telling what they're gonna do to the next team that comes in their way. Because now they feel disrespected, so now it's personal. So now
Hmm.
next week, which is this week coming up, they sliding. They not losing this one. I'm telling you right
Yeah.
now. They got the momentum, they got the
Okay.
courage. The
Okay.
coaches in the locker room, like, yo, we almost beat these boys, man. We unstoppable. They talking like James Winston probably, for all we know. So look, let's see
I
what they
got
do,
you. I
what they
got you.
do,
I
what they
got you. They
do.
they they, they right here with their.
Look.
Did you see on the 20? Hold on. Did you see on the 25-10 show? That's the Sean Jackson and LaShawn McCoy show. They were talking about Deshaun Jackson was talking about when that happened because he was on the team when that happened when Jameis was
Oh, word.
he was like
I mean,
and what the hell is going on right now? What is he talking about?
man, yo, I don't know what he talking
He
about.
said somebody else defended him like, yo, that's our quarterback. He was like, no, what's his problem?
Yo,
Yo?
yo, they
Um,
see with the suitcase, the empty luggage. Yeah. Oh
David
man.
Davis show that is the funniest player in NFL
Yo,
history.
no, he is, man. He been funny ever since he stole crabs, man.
Oh man,
Yeah.
people don't let you forget shit. You can't do nothing.
Can't do nothing in the face of America.
All right.
Yeah.
Um. So I got two things on this. One, um, as a Colts fan, I need the Broncos to lose. Okay, and I'm sorry to break. We need the
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Broncos to lose right
You love I keep holding on. You love the coast, man. Yeah.
now. We fall down, but we get
We
up.
get that's a good one.
Um, yeah, so I need the Broncos to lose. First of all, I need the Broncos to lose. That's that. But you said something that was very key. You was out your mouth. I didn't say it. I didn't egg that on. They almost beat the Chiefs. The problem with almost beating the team is that sometimes if you're not ready for it, you don't see the sense of urgency. See, if you get blown out, you're like, yo, rip this up, everything's wrong. But you don't observe, you may not observe everything being wrong because you almost beat them.
Yeah.
Um, so they probably will look at the Falcons as not the Chiefs. So they can give a less effort and still expect to win, which is false.
Yeah.
So I'm picking Falcons this week.
Okay.
I'm
Who
thinking. You
you like
see,
on the
see what I
Falcons
did
right
there, though.
now?
You see,
Yeah, I
I
see what
see.
you did
I'll
there.
let you. I'll let you come. I'll let you swing, and then I'll push
Yeah.
it, and then I just huh. You see, and
I
I just
look, I
you see. I
see
just
you
let it go there. And, huh. You see, and I just
definitely
sorry.
said,
Sorry,
oh
I had to do
man, that's
that to you. Sorry, I had to do
it's
that
all
to you.
right. It's all right. We gonna see. I'm gonna get one of these wins out of them call outs. We gonna see.
Mm,
We'll
okay.
see.
Okay. All right. And finally, the game of the week: Chiefs Bills.
Oh, I mean, we talked about that a little bit earlier. We could talk about it again. I can keep on going because I like the Bills, man.
Oh,
Like they
you
say,
picking the
I'm
Bills?
from
Oh,
New.
talk your
I like
shit.
the
Yo, talk
Bills,
your
man.
shit.
Like they said, look, I'm from New York. Look,
Ah, concrete jungle
Green
where dreams
jungles where
are
dreams
made
are
of.
made. Oh, it's cool. I'm from New York. Any
Where
New
we
York
at?
team, I'm going
That's
with.
where we
We
at.
going.
New
Look,
York.
we in New York City. I'm not going against the Bills. I'm not. I like them. If it's anybody in New York that could get me, that could bring home that Super Bowl, I'm gonna have to go with Buffalo. If I gotta drive out there in the cold to go watch them boys celebrate on that parade, I'm gonna go do it because I know it's in New York.
Hmm.
You know.
Hmm.
So look, I'm going with the Bills, man. Like I said, Josh Allen is picking up. They showed that Diggs, hey Diggs, we don't need you. Look, we got weapons. You know, when they did that and they put up some numbers, because they always been able to put up numbers. So it's no telling. I
Yeah.
even thought and I'll be honest, I kind of slept on them this year, you know, because I thought with them losing a lot of players, they let go Davis. You know, that's a guy, you know, I was at UCF with a couple years ago. I know
Uh-huh.
how he plays. Got rid of him, you know, got rid of this dude, Diggs. I'm like, oh, snap. But, you know,
Both,
a good
both the
quarterback going to
safeties
make it
gone.
happen.
Both the safeties gone. Both
Both
the
the
all
safeties
three of the wide
gone.
receivers gone.
Hello, like come on, you know, just when you thought they start losing, they saying I can't lose, you know.
Mm.
So
I
man,
respect that too.
I like
I
them.
love that. So, first of all, I don't expect the Chiefs to go undefeated. I don't. That's not
No,
something
it's
that's.
unrealistic.
I
You
mean,
don't
so
want that to
somebody's
happen.
gonna beat them. So this would be a perfect. This would be the perfect game for them to lose.
Perfect
A
game.
team that they've beaten a couple times. Remember 15 seconds? Remember that the Bills had them beat in the
Yes.
playoffs 15 seconds later.
Yo, and to this day, I play that game back so many times because I
15
never seen a
seconds.
game like that. My boy Davis had 4 touchdowns. Man, he even had a touchdown in the back in the end zone. I thought that was the last game winning touchdown. And when this boy got on the field, Mahomes, and he brought that shit down the field, that broke my heart because that was the year I thought the Bills was going. I thought they was going to the Super Bowl.
I did too. 15 seconds. It was all over.
Yo, man, your life could change in
um,
15 seconds. It's crazy.
yeah. Um, but the one thing I like about the Chiefs is they get up for the teams that are like, I don't like you and I got a vendetta against you.
Oh, yes,
They
for
get up
sure.
for
They
them
handle business.
teams and
Yes, sir, Steve. They do.
it's cold blooded and I respect it. And I'm gonna tell you this: I don't think they're gonna lose to Buffalo. Not because I think they're more talented
Ooh.
than Buffalo. Not that I don't think
Yo,
Buffalo
you moving
can beat
real
them.
cold right now.
I think the Chiefs is just like, oh, you want to beat me? You salivating? You foaming at the mouth like you want to get me? You want to get to me? Well, let him go then.
All right, so let me ask you this.
Well, let
So
him go
you
then.
said,
Hold on, but let him go.
nah, for real, you're right.
You see what I'm saying?
You're right.
I think they've been saying that all year. Well, let him go then. And how
Nah,
you know what I mean?
true.
For somebody to just keep saying, well, let him go then.
Yeah.
I feel like this. I think they're gonna lose to a team that you like. They're gonna sleep on somebody. They're not gonna need a game. Something is gonna move in that direction.
Oh, so
I
okay,
don't think a
okay.
team. I think they got the Mamba mentality. Oh,
You just answered my question.
they need this to beat us, and we're going to take this. We're going to take their spirit by beating them in a game that they need. If we lost it, it wouldn't matter, and we're still going to take it. And that's
Ooh.
how they've kind of been. And that's one thing about
Yeah.
this Chiefs that I respect. God
No,
damn
I
it, I
respect.
respect.
I respect that too. I respect it too. I just feel like this time, your Allen got a lot on his shoulder. This is like stealing candy from a baby. This is the one right here
I
where I think
understand.
Allen's gonna
I
get,
get what
and
you're saying, but
yeah,
how many times a motherfucker gonna say, "Well, let him go then," and the outcome
yeah,
go in their favor before you? How many times I got to happen before you recognize I want you to let them go?
yeah. No, but you got to take a couple losses to get a good one too. You know,
And I think they're
you know,
gonna lose. I think they're gonna lose. Not
they
to
gonna
a
lose
team.
again.
I just don't think. I think if it was the Ravens, if it's the Bills, if it was who else do they? A team that they've repeatedly have beaten. I think if it was the Bengals, you know what I mean. I think that ain't
True,
who.
true. I
I
give you
don't
that.
think that's who.
I'm still going Bills, man. I
I
believe in
understand.
them
I
boys.
understand. As
Yeah,
you should. As you
gotta
should.
go with the Bills.
All right. Cool. 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 All right. Well, that was our week 11 games. So, real quick, I'm gonna tell you the teams that I put in the playoffs, and then I'm gonna hear your playoff prediction. But mine's gonna be quick because I already put it out there. In the AFC, I got Buffalo coming out of the East. I got the Chiefs coming out of the West. I have actually I had the Ravens coming out of the North. I got the Texans coming out of the South. That's the four division winners. Now the wild card teams, I got the Chargers as a wild card team. I got the Steelers as a wild card team, and I got the Colts as a wild card team.
Ooh, wait. Yeah, you must have been picked that out. When you picked that out, I don't think Steelers gonna do wild card.
I mean, listen, you gonna tell me your whole list. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I
Ooh.
get it. Um, so in the NFC, out of the East, I got the Eagles coming out of the East. Um, I still got the Niners coming out of the West. I got the Lions coming out of the North, and I got the Falcons coming out of the South. I got the Packers as a wild card team. I got the Commanders as a wild card team, and I got the Rams as a wild card team. Um, so and just to speed this along, just because I put this out there too. In an AFC Championship game, I said it was going to be I said it was going to be Chiefs Bills. That's what I said. Now the Steelers, I'm gonna be honest with you, they could put a big monkey wrench in this whole thing, but I think it's gonna be Chiefs Bills. And I think the Chiefs are gonna win that game. In the NFC Championship game, I think it's gonna be Eagles and Lions in the NFC Championship game. And I think the Eagles are going to win that game. Remember, I said the Eagles was going to come up pretty soon.
Yeah, you did.
So I think the Super Bowl is going to be Chiefs Eagles. And you ready for this? You ready for
Ooh.
this? You ready for this?
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs going to three-peat.
Hmm.
I think the Chiefs
You
going
think
to
you think he
three-peat.
going out like
I don't think
crazy?
there's a team at the end of this that can stop this.
Yeah, I don't think Chiefs gonna make it this year.
All right,
I think this.
tell me start with your playoff predictions. So tell me your playoff prediction. I just wanted to refresh you on mine. So tell me your playoff predictions.
All right, so playoffs predictions definitely. I'm going with the Steelers. I feel like it'll be
All right, out of the
the
AFC.
Steelers.
Okay, so you got the
Yeah,
A. So
AFC.
you got the Steelers coming out of the North.
Steelers coming out the North. I feel like it's gonna be the Steelers and the Bills. I feel like somebody gonna
Bills
knock the
coming out of
Chiefs
the
out.
East. The Chiefs,
Yeah,
obviously, they're gonna come out of
yeah.
the
I
West.
think somebody. Yeah, they gonna come out the West. I think somebody gonna knock out the Chiefs. It's gonna be
Hold on,
Steelers and the Bills.
wait. We
You
ain't get
see
to the
a lot.
playoffs yet. We ain't get to the playoffs yet. So who coming out the South? Who coming out the South?
Now, who coming out the South? Just run back me
That's
real
the
quick.
Texans, the
South.
Colts, the Titans, and the Jaguars.
All right, I gotta go with the Texans.
Okay.
Gotta
All right.
go with the Texans.
So you
Yeah,
did that.
I'm
So
agreeing
who's the
with you.
wild card teams? I need three.
Wild card team, three wild cards. Who we got right now? Wild card. Just run it back with me real quick.
Right
I'm a
now?
I'm gonna go with Commanders. I think
No,
Commanders
we in
wild
the
card.
AFC. We in the AFC.
Oh, we in the AFC. We in the AFC. Tell me my teams real quick. I'm sorry.
You got the Chargers, Broncos. You got the Ravens, Bengals. You got the Colts.
Oh yes, yes, yes. So we going Ravens wild card, and we going Broncos. I feel like the Broncos could step it up. They could
All right,
definitely
that's
step
two,
it up.
but
Like I
so
said,
you got three. So you got Ravens, you got Broncos, and who else?
I got Ravens, I got Broncos, and I got the Colts. I'll go with your Colts. Your Colts, they've
Over
been
the
playing.
Chargers. Over the Chargers.
I'm going with Colts over the Chargers. I'll be honest. I like the Colts over the Chargers. I
Okay.
like their
Okay.
momentum. You
Okay.
know, shout out to my boy Reed. You know, because you called it out earlier about them Colts. I like how they moving. I feel like they could
I
do what it do.
appreciate you.
You know it.
I appreciate cats that appreciate crack. You see what I'm saying?
Ah,
All right.
know it.
All right. Cool. All right. Now in the NFC. Tell me the NFC division winners.
All right, NFC division winners. What's my options right now? We got I'm trying to think who
So
got a pretty
NFC
good record
East,
right
of course, you got Eagles, Commanders, Cowboys, Giants. NFC. All right. Let's just start there.
now.
NFC.
Oh, so Commanders, definitely.
All right. So Commanders
That's
winning
not even
that
a
one.
question.
So
Yeah, you know that.
NFC West, you got Cardinals, 49ers, Rams, and Seahawks. And by the way, um, the Cardinals are in first place, with tied for first place with the Niners at with four losses, and the Rams and Seahawks both have five losses.
All right, out of all of them, I'm going Cardinals. My
For the winning
boys back.
division, ooh.
Yeah, I'm going Cardinals, man.
All right. So
You
then
had
in the North, you got Lions, Vikings, Packers, and Bears.
Lions. I'm going Lions.
Okay.
I like the Packers, but Love, he just is back to back. You know, he
Gotcha.
getting hurt,
All
coming
right.
back. So I'm
So in the South, you got the Falcons, Bucks, Saints, Panthers.
mm, I'm gonna go Saints. I'm the only reason I'm going Saints is
Nah, nah,
because
pick again. It's not gonna be the Saints. I'm making it very easy for you. It's not gonna be the Saints.
out of those options,
Yo, the Saints and Panthers are both 3-7. The Bucks are 4-6, and the Falcons are 6-4.
the only reason why I gave Saints a little hope because I said, hey,
I
they
know
could
they
probably,
won, but it's not.
yeah. It just I see
Let
a
me help
turning
you out. I
point.
just wanted to help
The
you out.
Super Bowl's in Louisiana. We gotta give
If it was
them some type
anybody else, I'd have talked about them. If it was somebody else, I'd have talked about. I like you. You know what I'm
of.
saying? If it was somebody else, I'd talk to. But let me help you out. It's not gonna be the Saints.
We gotta do it for little Saint. Come on, man.
All right, we'll pick the
Yeah,
Saints then. All right, cool, cool. You got the Saints. All right, so
DOC said do it for little Saint.
you got Commanders, Cardinals, Lions, and Saints. Okay, so who's your wild cards?
Wild cards. Ooh. Out of those,
So the wild cards, you got the Eagles, you got the Niners, Rams, Seahawks, you got the Vikings, Packers, Bears, Bucks.
I'm gonna go Niners. Wild card.
Okay.
Just cause I feel like they picking up, man. If this dude only got 39 yards last week, he gonna only get probably 78 yards this week. They got to pick up. You know, Debo, he doing his thing and all that, but they definitely going wild card. They not the team they used to be, so I got
Okay.
them in a wild card.
All right, Niners is one. You got two more.
Bengals is another one, right?
That's AFC.
Oh, that's AFC. All right. Then I'm gonna go.
You want the
I got
Eagles.
Chicago, right?
You
Oh
can
no,
Bears.
Eagles. Eagles. Yeah, yeah, Bears. I got Bears too. I feel like Bears can step it
You got
up.
the Eagles and the Bears in the playoffs.
Yeah, I got the Eagles and the Bears in the playoff for sure.
So
I
so no Rams, no Seahawks, no Vikings, no Packers.
Nah, I don't like them. I'll be honest. Packers, they were doing good. Don't get me wrong,
Controversy.
but like
The controversy.
a lot of injuries, man. A lot of injuries. Just some of these teams, a lot of injuries. You know, they all liabilities right now. As far as the Rams, they not the Rams not what they used to be. You know, I'm just going with the young cats right now. I just feel like the younger generation, it's time to step up. So anybody with a young team right now, I'm rooting for them because I want to see what the future holds for them. So I'm going with my young boys. Any young boys, I'm going with them.
All right. Okay.
Let's do it. You
I
know it.
understand. All right. Well, Mike, you definitely brought the heat today, brother. I see what you're doing today. I
Ooh,
see what you're doing today. You see what
we
I'm saying?
working.
It's cold outside, but it's hot in here right now. You see what I'm saying? That's what you brought.
Ooh, it's hot in here. You heard Nelly said,
It's hot in her.
"Yeah,
Hot in
hot in
her.
her. Her.
But we're gonna wrap this thing up. All right, cool. So
Yo, man.
you can catch the full episodes on Spotify and on YouTube. You can
Yes,
catch the
sir.
clips on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. And we all over the place. And Mike, yo,
Yeah.
you know I love you, cuz.
Yes, sir. Ski. Love you
Yes,
too,
sir,
man.
Ski.
You know it.
Unfortunately, I got to tell you too, cuz. Mike, cuz, you don't know football. Listen, just like
Oh,
Martin
man.
said, don't stay away. First of all, don't stay away too long. First and foremost, don't stay away too long. And just like
You know
Martin
it.
said, I'm gonna see you when I see you. Peace.
See you. Peace.